Guys, thank you, and thank you for being here today to celebrate one of our masters, I think I should call it. So I'll just give you a bit of background on to what Audi has done. She's the co-founder of Audi Snyman interior design. Started her career as a microbiologist, this is the second person this year that I've met that started in the weirdest place and then became a designer, because there's another member that has just joined that was a South African Airways pilot and was flying to the whole of the world on an Airbus. And when I met her, very much the same personality, this like humble, wonderful human being that has achieved so much, but actually still manages to communicate as if nothing had happened. So I've just met you today, but I can see it. So well done on that. She discarded that to do her luxurious interior profession, and 25 years later, she has built a thriving business, embracing creativity, resilience, and her passion for beautiful spaces. Audi has entwined innovative technology. This is actually interesting because this is what we should all be striving to do. Innovative technology, social media, sustainability, very important, and diversity to create her amazing interior design projects. Gorgeously Grand has earned her the shortlist in the global acknowledgement, and I'm going to personally make sure that this goes out to all our members so they all vote for you.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. And we'll make that all happen. But there's some of the tips that she wants to add is that to add value to the design process, we have to ensure that the client is delighted with the grand reveal. Audi has worked on palatial residential homes, corporate offices, day clinics, boutique hospitals, safari lodges. Her attention to detail, and this is where I think every interior designer needs to listen, her attention to detail has really created the spaces that she does, and I think she'll talk about that today. So you didn't come here to listen to me, so I'm going to hand over to Audi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody that's joining me today. I want to tell you a bit more about the journey that we took to eventually got to the International Architectural Design Awards. Thanks, Des, for the introduction. As he told you, it was the microbiology lab coat that I discarded and decided to follow my dream and my passion. And I'm very thankful that it was possible. So anybody here that's got another passion in life that they're currently not doing, just do it. It's definitely worthwhile. There's a life after what you're currently doing, and live your passion. That's what's very important. Today I want to say thanks to my team. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. Elaine in the red jacket is my right hand. For I think 14 or 15 years already. Thank you very much, Elaine. Chrissy, here in front, is my copywriter. I can't be without her. I wish Charlene could have been here today as well from the UK, but I'm making a plan that she can come later this year. The next team member that I've got is Jan. I'm very thankful for him, and today he's my technical assistant as well. Then I've got Judy and Francois, my social media people here. I've got homeowner, Glynis and Marlies here, and unfortunately the rest of the team couldn't be here, but thank you to everybody that assisted me. Then the crucial part in our business is our client. Without our client, we wouldn't have been here. Apart from designing, that's my passion. My second passion in my business is definitely the client. There are three key factors when it gets to our clients. It is constant communication and consideration regarding our client. We have to get them to live their best life. And that's only possible if they have a joyful and memorable journey with us through the whole process. Okay. The three basic steps that we had to adhere to enter this competition was the planning of the process, the budget, and the whole execution of this whole process from the day we met the client till the day they move in. So the exploration, the next slide that you see, is the planning. Planning, 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 and planning. It's key for me. If there's no planning, there's no performance. So there are three major pillars that we need to do, that we had to adhere to when we work with a client on a new project, being a hotel, boutique hotel, or whatever it is. It's an architect, it's a well-established interior planner, and it's an experienced project manager. So that is very key. Then we've got three planning stages that we do. The first one is a very lengthy, very detailed planning stage. That's the technical stuff that we need to do, that needs to be issued to site as quick as possible. So we'll start per room, we'll do a furniture placement. We don't know the detail of the furniture, but we need to determine size-wise and more or less what the client wants. That will enable us to do the plumbing and electrical layouts. That's very crucial, the first phases of the construction site. Just to give you an indication, when we get to a pedestal lamp, the client needs to decide, do they want a lamp on the pedestal, or should it be a reading lamp? Should it be part of a headboard or just on the wall? Should it be a pendant light perhaps? Where do you want your switches? Behind the pedestal, at the back, not visible, above it, how high above it, in the center of the pedestal, or to the left or the right? Or to confuse them even further, on the side, on the inside of the pedestal. Scott is my lighting expert here in front. It's always an issue when we take clients to lighting warehouses. If they want the hotel look, it's always a reading lamp on the wall. Then it's decorative, and you get the accessible reader lamp that you can move around the way you want. Also, plumbing electrical issues are with vanities. Do you want a manual tap in the center of the basin, on the side, on top of the basin, or on the work top? And then should it be a motion sensor tap perhaps? Then you need an electrical point as well. There's alternative about a light behind the mirror or underneath the vanity, or lights and things that we need in cupboards. So there are a lot of technical detail that we need to adhere to. Once the furniture placing is done, then we'll start with the lighting layout. We have to determine where the bulkheads will be, shape and sizes of bulkheads, and will there be a LED ribbon light in there or not. We need to determine where our chandeliers will be, pendant lights will be, how many there will be. So that's also a very important thing that we need to decide on. Once the lighting layout is done, we can go into automation planning if the client needs automation, because they need all the electrical points to count and add up and decide how the automation will be done. We have to then go to the next phase of planning. That's a bit less detail. But before we get to the second stage, we have to determine if there's special requirements regarding a cinema, or a spa, or a salon, or a gym, or a billiards room, or special entertainment areas, because there's also specific requirements that we need to issue to site. When we get to our next stage, we determine textures and colors for cabinetry, for furniture, to determine eventually what the look and feel will be of the entire interior space. The last one will be the texture of fabrics, leather, color-wise, and to all the finer details that we want to do regarding our flooring, the exact lighting fittings that we're going to use, Will it be a handcrafted chandelier or one imported from Italy? How will the floor lamp look like? And all those finer details. Also on the flooring detail, will there be any inlays? Will it be a timber floor, a wooden floor, a vinyl floor? How will we clad the tiles? Balustrading detail, internal doors, will it be a normal internal door? What color, what texture? Should there be inlays? The ironmongery we need to decide on, skirtings, architraves. So there's a lot of things that we need to take into account. And the big thing is we have to take the client by hand and show them stage by stage. The more you get your client involved, the more they relax and they trust you. And if the client is happy and they trust you, you can do anything with them. So that's the big thing. You have to get to know your client as quick as possible, and you have to gain their trust. Once you've got their trust, it's easy. And then finally, once we've determined all these details and planning, then we go on to the 3D renders. We have to get the client to visualize. What I see is what they should see as well, and they should understand that. There will definitely be, towards the end, a few more surprises, but it should be pleasant surprises, never it should be unpleasantly. Okay, the next one is the crucial thing. It's the budget. Clients are always worried what it will cost, but at the end of the day, it should be money well spent, and it should be a proper investment. It's easy to spend millions of rands, but it should be money well spent. The day we depart from that house or apartment or boutique hotel, it's normally a space that you sell as is. People tend to buy the picture. So you just take your private and personal belongings and you leave the rest there. So it should be well done. You should set up a budget with a client, and then you should stick to that budget as far as possible. And you have to get the client to pay on time to prevent price increases and help them to manage their budget. It's also important to pay for reliable products that's got proper after-sales service. Then it's part of the well-spent exercise then.